Welcome back, everybody. My name's Jason. This is the Toolscrounge channel, and it's been a long hiatus over this last winter. I shot some more footage of my different work areas and creative spaces, I guess is what you would call them. It's less a shop space, but more inside the house. And of course, after they were shot, I kind of rearranged all of them. And so that footage was pretty much useless. It was never, they were never really in the state that I wanted them to be in. They're always in flux. And so I've never really had all three spaces cleaned up and organized or useful in the way that I wanted them to and to be. And so now, for the first time ever, they are. And it's kind of a strange place to be in. Simply because now that they are, I can't really use the excuse to not work on projects. I didn't realize it before now that they were sort of a catalyst for my procrastination. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good winter. It's almost over. Spring's on the horizon, so I'm pretty happy about that. Mine was very long and arduous and, just holidays and birthdays and anniversaries. And my own birthday, I just turned 54 this last Saturday, and I don't really like a lot of fuss, so I rarely tell anyone or remind anyone about it. Anyway, so today we'll go on to the second space that I have, and I'll show you where it is in the house in relation to the shop, because it's kind of a shop extension. It is where I sort of store a lot of nuts and bolts, and it's where I put projects to, once I'm done with the body of the project. Like, there's a couple of lathes behind me that are needing some finishing touches done on the work. So I sort of dismantle them here and organize the parts and that sort of thing, to do the final cleanup and setup. So here comes my cat. Anyway, I don't know if he'll show himself. Come here. This is Kaz. And of course he's going to stick his butt right in my face. Anyway, get out of here. Go. You're a pest. You're just, go. Ugh. Anyway, he just came in from outside. And he's gross. So, anyway, I'm going to flip this back around and I'll show you the space and kind of describe what's going on. And, that's about it. So, glad to be back. Glad to, be fine through the final part of the year last year and moving forward with my video. Okay, well, let's start this little tour. This is the shop, which you guys have seen before. And outside of it, through this doorway, is this area. And this is more like a general sort of storage work area. Lots of supplies. Let me get this glaring light off. See, we've got, glue, wire, tape, leather tools, some punches, just sort of a, let's see if I can get this mini anvil collection, or at least part of it. The rest of it's in the third and final workroom. So, and then I have a lot of supply cabinets. These ones are really fantastic because they have these drawers, and then the drawers can actually lift out individually, which is kind of nice if I need to really dig around through there or get some, have access to it, you know, instead of going back and forth. I can just bring it over with me. We have kind of a fireplace gas insert back here, which is a little covered up right now. Don't really use it that often. A couple of lathes that need some work. I have a Duro, let's see if I can get that, made by Duro and Destro, and then the other one is a Delta that has a crack in the frame, which I need to braze. So yeah, there's just a lot of little display items, things I like to look at that inspire me. Sorry about that. My microphone tape just came off, so I'll see if I can do this some more. An old optometrist cabinet. It was full of watch lenses when I got it, and here's some planes that need to be worked on. And of course, my favorite military style cabinet. See if I can get some more light in here. There we go, that's a little bit better. And then some sewing supplies in this cabinet. A lot of extra fabric and needles, and there's a cabinet or a drawer full of leather. And then, let's see, there's a ball vise that I got recently. I'll cover that in the next tool video. Machinist cabinets, sort of my layout tools and things like that. It's easier to keep them in here than out in the cold shop. Got a Wilton vise I restored, a K11 cut-all, which is for sign making, cutting out big letters and stuff, is freeform. And let me move this lamp back. Got sort of a... So one of the main things is that this table was covered with project stuff, and I opened it up. It's still got a few projects on it, or at least the next one. This is a tool bit, lathe bit grinder I need to restore. It works great. Got it for cheap long time ago. Haven't gotten to work on it until now. So, I mean, a lot of stuff just kind of sits for a little bit. And then these are like, if you can see down there, there's some lathe parts and other tools that need to get sorted and worked on. Lazy Susan. Should have thought of this before. And this is the sewing machine table with the Singer Industrial, which is recently moved in here. Can't remember the model number, 7-33, I think. Anyway, pretty fantastic find I got from a sail maker, an estate, which is, he's an interesting character. And then these are all projects that need to be finished up. I've got this Rockwell tool grinder, bench grinder with coolant feed. So those are pretty cool. I'm just changing out the grinding wheels on them and putting it back together, and then I need to build a stand for it. Let me get this turned off. So that's just kind of the area in general. It's a small little sort of galley hallway extension that goes right into or out to the shop. And finally, these cabinets that sort of make up a wall here, sort of interesting farm cabinets. This one houses my plane collection and woodworking tools that have been restored. I actually am running out of room. Got another machinist chest up there that houses my sort of machinist rulers and stuff, that layout tools that are too long. And then in this cabinet is all my paint, spray paint, and patinas. So anyway, that is it. Yeah, pretty much this is where I've been spending most of my time this winter. Let me flip this around. All right, well, that was it. Yeah, really not a lot of in the space. This window behind me is sort of a outcrop. I'm not sure what you call it, but I will be removing that probably this spring. It's just a host of problems. This house was built in 1971, which is the same year I was born. And it's a Rambler Ranch house, but it's just been worked on so many times by the previous owners and tenants that, and you know, just half-assed sort of updates that, and they just never really did a very good job. But we got the house for inexpensive back in 2009, so yeah, got a little bit lucky as far as that's concerned. But anyway, upcoming, I have, like I mentioned in the video, I've got 2 toolboxes. One of them is the machinist box. It's a Kennedy machinist box that I found full, luckily, and got for a really good price. And then the other one is a Kennedy, like, I don't know what, just your more traditional carry-all toolbox, suitcase box. And I got that empty, but I've been putting just my outside finds, my little finds, you know, my singular tools and stuff in there, and just kind of amassed them over the last few weeks. And then, of course, you know, I've got one other room I want to share, and that'll be it for this particular series, unless something drastic changes. So anyway, glad you're here. I appreciate any sort of, you know, likes, comments, subscriptions. That would be helpful. And I'm going to try and do these a little more regular now that all of the distractions are over for the meantime. Anyway, that's it. See you next time, and thanks for coming by.